Okay, so as I was saying, so how to have more options as much as a woman does. Now, it's a big secret in the dating community that usually, I'm saying usually, not, this doesn't happen all the time, obviously, but women always have options. It's like when you meet a girl, you always gotta know that she has some kind of man already, that she's either, having sex with, she's dating, or, she might be in the middle of a break from, a relationship. She might be in a break with the guy and just looking to meet. Now, as a man, you have to basically be better than the last, kind of, and show her something different than what the last gave her. So yes, you might have some qualities, and it's all about like what a woman looks for. It goes back down to a child, even the parents, like all of this like combines in to have a girl find what she's attracted to in another man. So you have to just be awesome, pretty much. And how you be awesome, you work on yourself. And if you've read the article, I have a whole list on ways that you can work on yourself to become that better option. Because not only that, but you have to be as picky as a girl. And not only that, I strongly recommend every man learn some kind of women's psychology, go out, and just pimp it, as I would say. Go out, meet women, have one night stands, date multiple women at the same time, and you will get the sense of having options. You want to always have options when it comes to women. They do it to you, so why not play the same game? It's all a game in the end that you're playing. A woman will have 3 or 4 guys. Maybe she's having sex with 1, 2, or maybe all 4. Hey, who knows? So you have to just kind of find your way in there. I mean, out of every girl I've probably ever dated, majority of them had a man they were seeing, whether I knew it or not. They had a man that they were seeing, and I just basically gave them more than what he did, and they would probably leave him, or I don't know, keep seeing him. I don't know, right? This is something that they never talk about. No one talks about this. Same thing as us men, or men that are like what we consider in the pickup community. They consider it like a natural, or a man that's been practicing for years on end. They get these options, and they also choose a girl eventually. You look at guys like Tucker Max, great guy. You should check him out. He was with a lot of women. Now he's married, has a kid and everything, but he was able to choose and have options. Not only that, in order to get your options, you have to date a lot. You have to see what you like. You have to see what you don't like in a woman. And when you find that girl, you choose to. You don't just, it doesn't kind of just happen, even though that's how most relations, they kind of just happen. You meet each other, sex happens, you date for a little while, and then it just you end up spending more time with them than with anyone else, and they end up being your significant other. But when you have options, you can basically tell yourself, yes, I spent time with this girl a lot, but I also have these girls as well. I really like this girl. Pros, and then you can bring out pros and cons of being with her. Is there something that she has that you can handle? Is there anything negative that it's okay, I can take this, she won't change, but I can deal with this, just like she has to deal with some things that you may have that's negative. It's always give and take. There's no gimme, or there's no just giving, because then they get bored. So you kind of have to have that nice healthy balance of give and take. And just work on yourself in order to get more options. You want to have as many options as possible. I mean, yes, time is a source that you probably have to put a lot of work into, and depending on where your priorities lie, always take a look at your priorities, whether maybe financial is your number one. If it's financials, you can't be fucking dating 5 or 6 girls, because that's gonna cost a lot of money. I don't care if guys are like, oh, you don't have to spend money on them. Well, eventually the girl's gonna want to go out, maybe have a drink at a bar, go to the movies, have some dinner, and all these. If you want to keep girls around, you have to do these little things. Even if it's, you know, you take a drive out somewhere, maybe she likes to hike, or maybe she likes to do some rock climbing, I don't know. You meet an adventurous girl. Anyway, either or, you're going to be spending money. Even if you just do stay home, you guys got to eat. So, stop being fucking cheap. I see that a lot in the community. These guys like, oh, you don't gotta spend money. It's like, no, eventually you do, unless, you know, you have a one night stand. Maybe you buy one drink, maybe you won't, maybe you get lucky. You know, that happens every now and then. It doesn't happen in a consistent basis. So I say, build yourself up, become the guy that is the best option, and as long as you're the best option, you can also build yourself up to have more options. So when you meet the next girl and you want to make her your girlfriend, you're like, wait, I have these options here. Now what can they offer me? Is this girl good in the long term, or is she just like a short term, you know, fun part of my life chapter? So just think of it like that, and then you'll meet a girl, stay together for a long time. Maybe that'd be your next wife, who knows? But work on it. It takes time, but hey, anything good that doesn't take time isn't so good. So do it. Stop being cheap. All right? Peace. And as always, stay awesome.